Hi everyone. In this video, we'll be discussing materials, material IDs, and mapping. To begin, click this button to open a new window containing all the settings for materials and material IDs. Here, you'll find several item types such as convex, concave, grouts, borders, and backplate. I've enabled all of them so we can see how to control their material IDs. This section controls the material ID. This part handles mapping, and this area is for the material itself. Let's start with the convex mode. This determines how material IDs are assigned to convex items. When set to fixed, you can enter a specific number for the material ID. Any other mode will disable this input spinner. To see these changes, press the preview button for a real-time display. For instance, if you change the convex ID to 2, you'll see the update immediately. Similarly, you can set the concave ID to 5, the backplate to 1, the border to 3, and the grouts to 4. Notice how each object type now has the distinct material ID we assigned. You can even set a specific ID for the sides of concave items. Next is random distribution. This mode randomly assigns material IDs to either convex or concave items. You can control the number of IDs to use with the ID count and adjust the randomization with the random seed. As you change the ID count, you'll see the number of unique material IDs change accordingly. The by item mode assigns a unique material ID to each type of item in your pattern. For example, if you have squares, hexagons, and triangles, all squares will share one ID, all hexagons another, and all triangles a third. The expression mode offers advanced control where you can define a sequence of IDs. For instance, typing 10, 11, 12 will assign these IDs sequentially to the columns and then repeat the pattern. This also works for rows using the Y expression, which you can enable by setting the Y mask to 1. You can even mix the X and Y expressions by adjusting the Y mask. All the modes we just discussed for convex items are also available for concave items. Now let's look at UV mapping. This section controls how textures are applied to the pattern. The default mapping type is box. To visualize the mapping, turn on the checker map and then click Assign Basic Material. Now you can see the effect of changing the UV map settings, like adjusting the offset or the mapping angle. Other mapping types, such as planar and cylindrical, are also available to suit different object shapes. In the Material section, you can assign a basic material and choose its color. The script supports several material types, including V-Ray, Corona, Arnold, and the standard physical material. The script uses either a multi-material or a multi-map to distribute the different materials based on their IDs. Multi-material is generally preferred because it provides a clearer representation in the viewport. Render engines like V-Ray, Corona, and Arnold support multi-mapping, which will be most visible in the final render. A final option is Apply Rounded Edges, which creates a smooth chamfered effect on the pattern's edges using the material itself. You can control the smoothness by adjusting the radius parameter. Let's start a quick render to see the effect. As you can see, the object edges are now smooth. If we increase the radius and reassign the material, the effect becomes more pronounced. This is a very useful feature for adding detail without altering the geometry. And that covers the settings for materials, material IDs, and mapping. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.